Good morning, hello, happy Wednesday. Sorry for not making the stream yesterday. On Monday night, I apparently had the wrong mixture of food or bad food from a restaurant or something, and I felt like super terrible, and ended up feeling pretty sick. So decided to sleep in Tuesday morning, and but then Tuesday day I was feeling great. Andrew, hello, how are you doing today? I did only a minor rearrangement of stuff. So camera I moved from over sort of like to my right further. Over towards like a little bit closer to center. It's not quite center towards me. Which does mean I have to move the up monitor a little bit higher up so to fit that in there. So I'm experimenting with that all around, and then I have a monitor on my right that I tilted now more towards me, so it's easier to actually see what's going on over there. So that's that. Let's see. Anything interesting happening here? I don't know if I've got the latest version of Zellage, but Zellage updated. Let's see if we can find it. The update notes. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so August 29th, so yesterday, Zellage updated 0.38.0, which I don't think I have. Let me see if we can get it. Yeah, I have 3.7.2. So hold on, let me see if I can get that. Yeah, that will upgrade it. Through upgrade. Okay, so while that's going, let's take a look at what we got here. So we have a session manager changes, or we just have a session manager. So this much requested feature has been implemented as a built-in plugin, allowing users to switch between sessions and move focus to specific tabs or panes in the current or other. So basically a visualization of all the sessions going on and all the tabs. Oh, that part could be really nice. So basically a little bit more of a visualization of what's going on. We can fuzzy find through the pane names, tab names, or session names. And it's now available as part of the plugin API. So I wonder if that means it's not enabled by default and we're gonna have to enable it through config. Move panes between tabs. Yeah, it doesn't have like a link to documentation for how to enable that. So this one is pretty big. There's been a few times that I've like loved to be able to like, okay, can I just make this its own tab now? I think that would be good. So it's possible to move panes, tiled or floating in between tabs, and even to break a pane into a new tab, essentially creating a new tab around this pane. So basically, okay, hey, you're going to that tab now. It does kind of sound like they're gonna make it where we can move a pane back, so not just the new tabs. All right, you're updated, which means I should now be able to X out of Zellage. There we go, we got version 38. Let's reopen that. Okay, so if I go to, oh, there we go. Session session manager, open that up right away. Oh, and I can do Control W just to open up a new session right here. Nice. It's the thing you've been asking about. Yeah, nice. Yeah, always having like a thing that you want in a tool just like come in is always super nice to have. Okay, so this is okay, not bad. I usually only end up having one session, but I could see some fun things moving with this, like doing one like a session for like stream and doing another session for something else. I could potentially see that. I only have one tab, so I'm not sure what to do about this. Okay, so if I do session that, okay, and I can do right arrow to then see, okay, tab pane 1, okay. Perfectly normal. Move panes between tabs. So now it doesn't say how, so let's create. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I used the mute button on the mic itself instead of the Stream Deck mute. So unmuting it has a little bit of noise. Okay. Let's rename this. So I can rename this is cool tab. Now, if I want to break this out, so we can do pane. I see toggle focus. I don't see. Okay. If I do tab. New, change focus, close, rename, sync toggle. No, so I don't see anything like that. You found something yesterday you wanted to said but forgot? Oh, what was it? Do you remember it now, or is it just gone? Maybe you'll remember it eventually. That usually happens to me, is I'll remember things when it's the most inconvenient time for me to remember it. And then if I don't write it down, there's just like no chance for me to remember it when I need to. Okay, so I'm not sure how to do, oh, maybe it's move? No? Like, that's just moves them here like that, so that's switch location. It wouldn't be session. So this one, I'm not too sure about. Does their documentation have anything on it? So create a layout. Okay, maybe like a move. So there's move pane. That's not necessarily what I want. I mean, so if we look at everything that has pane in it. Katali, hello! How are you doing today? Okay, so I'm a little bit confused about this move panes between tabs. They say it's possible to do that, but I'm not really sure how, and they don't link to any documentation for how to do that either. I really wish that they would link to the documentation in their, I guess, like news for like, hey, this changed. Also, here's how, like, here's more information to learn about how to do that. Oh, maybe it was history and Helix. You mean like changes to a file? I don't think Helix keeps that, right? All right, and if I like try to move this to the right, so if I say like, hey, I want to move you, I can only move like to the left and right. I can't move up and down. I can pane, I can, there's maybe something else I could change. Okay, so not change focus doesn't work. Help isn't what I want. I don't want to close this or rename it or toggle full screen. If I toggle floating, that just opens that pane up. I can toggle embed, which pulls it out of where it was and puts it into embedded here. But like we're in the same sort of problem here. I can move this around, but that's not what I want. Okay, tab mode doesn't let me move that around, and pane, there's not even like a move here, so yeah, so I'm confused about this. You can do not only use undo redo, but also Emacs style undo, so even if you undo and change something, you can still restore lost state before undo. Oh, so their undo redo is like not, can get into a weird state, basically. So basically fixing that so that way it can't get into a weird state. It knows what's going on at all times. I remember reading about different design patterns that you can do in code that makes it's alt capital U alt lower U. Interesting. So they actually have that. Ooh, okay. So maybe we can take a look at that. All right. Well, I'm kind of sad that I don't know how to do this, and there's no link to documentation. I couldn't find the documentation in a cursory glance. They have both. It is cool. Okay, that is nice. Is that like a new version that got added in? So like in their news, 31st of March is the most recent release. So that would be in here. And we've been using it since then, and I've updated it since then. So it's we have the most recent version. Okay, this one is sad that they had to include it. Randomly generated names no longer offensive. I remember Togglebit mentioned that this is one of the reasons why he stopped using it. He played around with it a little bit on stream, looked in the top left corner, saw an offensive name, and it was like, well, you know, I don't think this is a good idea, and so quit. So how they, I don't know. I like how they're like, it included some unfortunate random combinations, which I'm quite surprised that they didn't realize that was going to happen really quickly. I would have imagined that this was complained about a lot, but maybe not also. So they have sanitized the list to only have unobjectionable names, which is good. That's what they should have had the entire time. I mean, you notice that I usually set the name here these days. So I figured out how to do that, and now like every time I launch Zellage, I just set it to be whatever I want. Okay, plugin infrastructure improvement. So plugins are now configurable. It's possible to send arbitrary user configurations to plugins, meaning plugins can be instantiated with different configurations to elicit different behavior. This configuration can be provided when loading a plugin through a Zellage layout, or when loading them from the command line. Okay, so basically through my layout file, I can add in some configuration options, or through my command lines, which I have a bunch that do that. That being said, wait, do they actually link to documentation for this? Kind of. So they go to the layout. Do they have anything for by setting up in the configuration? Wait, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm not sure that documentation really helped, and command line, I'm not sure this is really gonna set what that is either. The new site is probably missing the 23.05 post. Oh, so there is a 20. Did I just update Helix? Maybe. We'll take a look at that right after this. Also, where is the post? Where would I find that? On GitHub? All right, we'll go take a look at that later. Plugins are now forward compatible thanks to proto buffers. What do they mean by that? Up until now, to pass complex data structures to WebAssembly plugins, we would serialize, deserialize them through standard in and standard out using JSON. Okay, so now they use protocol buffers. Okay, so basically they standardize the data coming in and out, which is good. And let's see. Oh, and we could probably take a look at more. Oh, I wonder if these would actually tell me. Move panes between tabs. These new key bindings can be found in tab mode. By default, they are Control T plus B for break a pane into a new tab. Control T plus left and right bracket, move pane between. Okay, there we go. That's where we find it. So I don't know if I can. Okay, embed you back again. So T. Okay, yeah, so they don't have the instructions here for it, but I could do break into new tab. Nice. And then I can also do T and then left bracket to move it back to this tab. And no other tabs to add this to. Okay, so that's really nice. All right, that's pretty cool. If you're interested in any of those, here's where the full release information is. Let's take a look at Helix. So what version of Helix are we running? 23.05. Okay, so that's the latest. I may have just updated it. This says that 2305. Okay, so they released this in GitHub on May 18th. Interesting. Okay. That was a while ago. I wonder if it took them a while before they got out to all the distributors. They also released changelog for 2308, and there's some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Nice. In the changelog range. Okay, we could take a look at that. Okay, so the stuff that we have right now, add a config option to exclude declaration from LSP references request. Enable injecting languages based on their file extension, extra bang. Sort the buffer picker by most recent access. That would be nice. I think this is already happening, right? Have I been using this already? I feel like this might have been already happening. Perform syntax highlighting in the picker asynchronously. Okay, clear register. We used this not too long ago. So this yeah, we've been using this version for a little while. So if we want, we can take a look at, let's see, so they have how do they do theirs? I guess like changelog for coming up. This is 2305. Oh, isn't it a changelog branch? Two days ago, so it might be more up to date. And then do they have like changelog in the changelog? Ah, okay, here we go. So 2308. So this is coming up. Okay, so support multiple language servers per language. So it's gonna be they're gonna break our configurations, but multiple language servers, like already, that's gonna be pretty nice. Okay, so the rest of these, so you're gonna improve global search a little bit. Add a smart tab command that intelligently jumps the cursor on tab. Okay, so we're gonna do some moving around a little bit. Oh, you remembered what you wanted to see? You want to tell with 2308, you don't need to restart Rust Analyzer after cargo add. Oh, nice. That's going to be great. I wonder how long we're going to have to wait for this. I didn't take a look. Let's see. So we have March for the 2303, and then we have slightly more recent. So you have March, December, so that's like what, every 3 months or so, and we just had one not too long ago, so it might be another few months Might be 2 more months before we get it. 1 more month. Add a smart tab command that, okay, so we do that. Add a status line element for whether a file is read-only. This is something that's actually really nice to would be really nice to have in Vim or VI just by default. Whenever I log into a server or I do something, I open up a read-only file as not root, and then it's like, oops, now I'm screwed. Syntax highlights regex prompts. We haven't used regex too much. Okay, 7665. Did I miss it? Oh, this one. Add initial support for LSP did change watched files notifications. Okay, so basically, hey, LSP, something changed, like a file changed. You should do your thing. So then Rust Analyzer plus whoever else is doing stuff. So if we do like an npm install or anything else like that, it should update the LSP and actually figure out what's going on, which is nice. So visual feedback and surround replace. That could be nice. I think I do surround insert a few times. Having visual feedback for some of these other ones will be nice to sort of see what, hey, what's going on? What's going to actually happen? Where is it going to go? You can reverse registers? I wonder what the use case for that is. Okay, so they added a command for reload all, which is, that's something that I would also love to see become an option that we could do based upon essentially something like this, where I can say, hey, if the file changes, please just go ahead and change update here. I don't want to have to remember to do the reload all. Forcibly write all buffers to disk and create any necessary subdirectories. Yeah, I guess we can't flip strings right now. At least, well, it's not that we can't flip strings, it's that we can't flip the string in a registry right now. But then again, how often in a register do you want to flip the register? I'm not sure, but I don't really heavily use register. Tired Beaver, hello. Does Helix support macros? Yes. So I only just recently started playing with macros. But if let's go find something. What is the most recent thing we're working on? Okay, so we got these. We got article for that. Oh, I guess it would be this one, which I don't think we've even started yet. So we'll just go find code. Oh, it wasn't the assessments, was it? It was the course articles. That's what it was. Okay, so if I open up let's say I want to, well, I guess one of the ones that I was thinking of was, let's see, Q to record register to add. This is a little bit weird. If I want to if I want to do a different register, I have to open up registers first, then I choose the register, then I can do. There you go. Then it starts recording to that register. We're gonna record. And then let's see, something like that. That recorded to it, and then we can see what that is here. So, and then I can redo that with, I have to choose the register. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have two registers. I have the at is just escape. Yeah, that's not great. So I have to choose the register, and then I can choose the register and then Q that. It does make sense to be consistent with the registers. It's a little bit annoying right now for me to select the register. I would really love to have some other way of selecting register than double quote and then do the thing. Visually though, it is nice to sort of see which one I am selecting. I don't know. I kind of feel that I almost want to reduce one keystroke to have like, okay, I want to play back a macro. Can I choose this? I don't know. I'm not sure about that yet. Okay, let's see. A lot of changes in here coming in. I'm not sure how much these will affect us. So allow cycling options, exit gracefully on termination signals. Exiting gracefully is always nice. You can probably do a Q plus reg to play it. Really, I've always done the other way around. So if I do Q reg, no, that's not doing anything for me. If I select, oh, you know what the problem is? Oh, you're doing Q plus, so uppercase Q starts recording and records to the at registry. So if I select like a different registry I want to do, like tilde, that's recording. Oh, this is what I want. Yeah, okay, never mind. Got it confused for a second. It's too early in the morning. I want something to like be able to, you know what I want? I want to select the register and have it stay selected for more than one time. That's like, I'd be happy with this to go, okay, open up the registers, switch tilde register, and now I can play that. But then if I come down here and I try to play it again, it's still playing the at register. I have to, once again, select it to play it again. I would like it to like toggle that selection to sort of like remember that one. I don't know if that means I need to like have a visual for like which register I'm selecting. Like right now it's showing that, isn't it? Or am I still recording? Yeah, I was still recording. That's fun. Let's see. Yeah, I know I can repeat last action, which I do all the time by accident. So that's fun. Add plaintext matching, fallback to tree sitter pair matching, persist register selection on pending keymax. So a lot of these I don't really understand or sort of like know what exactly what they are. There's links to, or there's references to the issues or pull requests in which they were done. Add a config option to control whether LSP completions are automatically inserted on preview. That could be interesting. Allow indent sizes of up to 16 columns. That is a large indent. But I can see that being something you want if you're using a screen reader for Helix. So if you've never seen a screen reader used in like sort of like a CLI application, you want and need, like, I guess maybe not screen reader. Screen reader might not be the right thing. It might be like the zoom thing. For those of you who have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, which is for somebody who has like not good eyesight, but not completely blind, they might have a monitor where they zoom in extremely zoomed in on whatever they're looking at. Having really big tabs helps with sort of like, because you might like accidentally go left and right. It lets you like sort of like, okay, this is exactly where I am in this file. So that could help in that way. How are you deleting all string content without removing string? What do you mean? Like, because I had this stuff here. Okay. How am I deleting all line content without removing string? I guess like in this case, I just did X to select the nines and then delete. So then D for delete. Is that what you meant? Or am I misremembering which thing I did? Oh, you're using X, you deleting, including the new line at the end. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm doing just the same thing. So if I have new line, new line, new line, if I'm just doing X, 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 that deletes that for me. So then D. But how to delete without that? Let's see. So if I do X, I could do V, so V back, and that that allows me to unselect the sort of like the final new line character, and then I can delete that. So it's not quite as nice. And then I don't know. I'm also really curious. So if I do this, if I select all of you, can I search for... I can search for a new line like that. Trim string and remove the /n. Okay, I was gonna do something not quite so nice. So I can multi-line with, and then select the returns, and then move one to the left, and then select all the way to the beginning, and then delete those. Yours is gonna be much faster. Fubar, hello. Do I have any experience with Vim and Kotlin? Unfortunately, I don't. I haven't really programmed in Kotlin before. I've like helped some students debug it a long time ago, but debugging something and like programming it are two very different things. And never with Vim. They most of our students used VS Code. Or I think with Kotlin, most of them were using the whatever is recommended with the Android build tools, which might be a Java-based editor of some kind. I don't remember anymore. It's been years. So unfortunately, I don't know if I can help. This is gonna be nice. Mark buffers created from standard in is modified. I do every once in a while create a file from standard in, and then it's gonna be pretty easy to remember to forget, like, hey, is that, do I need to save it? IntelliJ is great, but it needs a lot of resources on big projects. Yeah, a lot of the so-called wait, the word just blanked out of my brain. But like the bigger ones are gonna be pretty resource intensive. Forcibly shut down uninitialized language servers. So like, don't load them into memory, essentially. That could be interesting. You're gonna try using Helix and C#. Interesting. Yeah. That makes me wonder. I wonder how good Helix would be with Kotlin. As long as you have like whatever system, like language server, I would expect that it's decent at the very least. Add a file name completer for shell prompts. Okay, that is something that's nice. There's a few times that I tried to like run a shell command or do some other things, and the fact that I can't do like tab autocomplete made it really hard. Allow bindings for F13 to F24. I don't have an F13 to F24. Wait. Oh, these are keys F13, not like actual keys. I was looking down, I was like, mine ends at F12, like a normal keyboard. I wonder what keys are those? They were on normal keyboard? Huh. All of mine, I have 3 keyboards in front of me. None of them go that high, and 2 of them, well, one of them is full sized. The others are not. Oh, they were on normal keyboards, but now they're only virtual. Okay, so interesting. So old school keyboards. Resolve LSP code actions. Whatever that means could be interesting for us. Save and undo checkpoint before accepting completions. Is this what you're talking about with the smart undo, like being a little bit better? Include get ignored files and debugger completions. Oh, so like if it's trying to like figure something out and we have something that's get ignored because it's like something local, it's yeah, that would be helpful. Oh, undo was like that a long time ago. Okay, so I wonder what that one's about. I'm not actually spending time to go and look into the issues to figure out like what exactly it is. We're gonna be hopefully pleasantly surprised when it actually comes out for reals. Open directories, go to file. Oh wait, so if I go to file, it opens the Helix into the directories. Then I can do the essentially space capital F to open up files only in that same files directory. That would be nice. And then a bunch of bug fixes. Like they have a bunch of stuff in here, which looks nice. They have some theme changes. They're adding some themes. They're adding some languages. Including todo.txt. I played around with todo.txt a long time ago, and then never really like actually try to use it for a to-do system. So that could be interesting. The rest of them, I don't think I've ever used any of these languages. Oh, wait. Handlebars. They're adding support for handlebars. Okay. Okay, so it's useful. It's useful as software can't handle key combos. You can map some other program to replace key combo with F13 register as just the one. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Updated language is and queries. Recognize cargo lock as Tamil. Okay, that's nice. Switch view language server to view language server. Okay. I wonder what was before. So a lot of good changes, it looks like. JavaScript update will be good for web development. Fix YAML indentation. Okay. We have had some weird YAML indentation before. Yeah, it's also can be a problem as small number of developers knows that F13 to 24 exists. Like me. All right, so good, interesting things coming down the pipeline. Now, I spent most of my time today looking at those, so let's at least start. I can work a little bit extra today, so we're gonna start with an article on routing, and this is specifically a hello world route. Did I start this already? I feel like I don't want to. Buffer close, bang. I think, okay, so I think this is actually, so Axum Hello World is what we're going to name this. So I'm gonna name that Hello World, and then was that right? Yeah, this is actually full lessons. This is Hello World will be the name of the lesson here, and then we'll have an assessment. Hello World. Try undo and change file. Sure. So let's see. I have to actually make some change first. So I have a bunch in here. I think I wrote a bunch of this on Sunday, or maybe we wrote a bunch of this on Monday. I can't remember anymore. Okay, so there are any route setups. We can't get a hello world back quite yet. Okay, so to create a route handler, we'll create an async function that returns a string. So then we could actually like add some more stuff. Use Alt plus U to restore original content. Okay, so if I undo and change the file, so I want to add this, and okay, so to create a route handler, we'll create an async function that returns a string. Okay, so this is going to be one of those so if I update you now, let's say, hey, I don't save, I want to undo, so we're going to, I want to undo back to here. It's like, well, actually, I think I want to maybe add in to create a route handler. We'll create an async function that returns a string below the at the bottom of the file. Okay. Now, to restore the original content changes, we're going to Alt U. Doesn't do anything for me. Something happens. I don't know if you notice, I get this thing right down here that shows up for me. And I have no idea. Wonder if that's like a rendering bug. Yeah, so I added something, and then I try to... Oh, I have to lock Zellage. Okay, so hold on. What is Alt? Yes, let's lock Zellage, and then Alt U. I'm still getting this. Also, the new lock on Zellage, I like this. It grays everything out. It makes it really obvious that something's different. But yeah, Alt U is still not doing anything for me. Or rather, it's still not doing anything besides whatever this little symbol is. I wonder if it's crashing or something else is happening. I don't know. Did I do it wrong? Was my thing too simple? Normal undo. Let's see. So I can undo that. I can redo that. Ooh, already at the oldest change. So I can't undo back to the... I can't undo back to where I did like the Rust stuff. Okay, and if I do the Alt U here without changing anything, I get that. Oh, I can still redo that. Maybe it's Alt capital U. I don't see it. Let's try some more. So if I add you in, then I undo and I say, hey, I actually want to do hello. Alt capital U doesn't do anything, and if I lock, Alt capital U doesn't do anything. Do I have to save first? No. Alt capital U at least doesn't show any weird stuff. Let's see. So we have, oh, there's no undo there. Okay, so there's undo change. Well, what is it called? Is it okay, restore? Dayloop, hello. Yeah, I'm trying to use the undo tree for that. And is there a way to visualize that? Can I actually see the undo tree? You would think that it would show up right at the top. History. Okay, move forward in history, move backwards. Okay, so okay. All right, so that recognizes that, although it deleted the other thing. That was this is Alt, right? This is supposed to be Alt, capital A. So Alt U, Alt. Yeah, so it's not going back and forth. Interesting. Now, one thing that is interesting, when I do Alt U lowercase, I do get this really weird symbol here. Maybe the terminal emulator intercepts. So that would be Alacrity. Potentially. So this is Alacrity and Zellage, but I've locked Zellage, so it should not be intercepting. So Alacrity would be the only other thing that would do that. Potentially. I have no idea. I have no way to find out how it's doing that because I don't know if Alacrity has a config for that. That's still pretty new too. But that might be my problem, is Alacrity. Alacrity does have a key binding config. It does, doesn't it? I don't think. Okay, so hold on. Let's. Oh, I'm still locked. Let's take a look at Alacrity. Okay, so this is all I've got with key binding config for it right now. I don't have anything special with key binding on it. So Alacrity. Okay, so here's their docs. This is it. Oh, if I remember correctly, oh wait, Alacrity config. I saw that. Do they have like a base Alacrity config that I can pull stuff from? Okay, so Alacrity and Zellage works in your case. Okay. So it's working for you. It could be something to do with a Mac. So in Option, I am using Alt, which is Option in on a Mac. So I haven't done any weird keybinds to sort of change things around. I know a lot of people will. Okay. On top of that, I'm on a Windows keyboard. So hold on, there's several different things that this could be here. Let's try undo, change, hello, escape. All right, so if I go onto the Apple keyboard directly and I do Option U, right? I get this key, that thing still shows up there like that, and Option capital U doesn't do anything at all. I have not tried the other Alt keys. No, I haven't. We could try just Option everything. So that's the U. N also gives this symbol here. That's interesting. I gives me this. That's it. Like nothing happens. I wonder if there's supposed to be something happening or not. So I don't know. That's interesting. I haven't looked up what the keyboard. I guess maybe can I look at? Can I search through here for the? Oh, it'd be Alt, right? So like, so these are all the Alt stuff. We have histories. Repeat the last motion is Alt dot. I did do an Alt dot. Switch to uppercase is Alt tilde. Okay, so that should be pretty simple. So if I do Alt tilde, that doesn't do anything, but I get this thing down here. So is there a log? Is there a crash log for Helix that goes somewhere? Undo list. So undo. Do I have like just the wrong version? I have 2305. Oh, this is Helix. Okay. I was getting confused about that. Log open. Ooh, log open. So if okay, so I'm in here, so I can actually do some commands. So if I try Alt that, I get there, and then I need to reload all. Is it the bottom of the file? No, it did not add. So no such command, undo list, and if I attempt to... Okay, let's quit. Oh, I didn't want to full quit. Okay, I want to convert this to uppercase, so I do that. So that does the one letter, and if I do that, that symbol pops up. Helix LSP transport error starting marksman server. Okay, so that's just basically saying that it's having trouble starting marksman for the LSP server. That's it. Okay, Alt N works. Yes, so Alt N works. Does it? Hold on. Oh, the problem. Let's see, Alt. No, it doesn't. Ooh, okay. Do I have to lock that? Alt N doesn't open a new pane. So that, no, yeah, none of that works in Zellage. So I just don't do I guess I just don't do these things. I'm so used to like using these with control. It's like Alt N works with that. None of that works. If I switch over to here, huh, so look at that. Alt N gives me that. Okay, I think I know what's going on. On a Mac system, Option and then Option a code, Option a letter puts in like a code. I don't know what these are. These are like code things. So if I do like Option C. No, what's the copyright one? There's, yeah. Okay, so it's option S gives me a copyright little, oh, the trademark little logo. I can do different ones with option Shift C. So that's a thing. Okay, we have to do earlier and later in Helix. Okay, so let's see about that. So if I do jump to a later point and edit history, accepts the number of steps or time span. Okay, so if I do that, I don't know if I did anything though. Okay, let's try this again. So it's like, oh no, didn't want to do that. I want to come back to here, delete you. Then I want to go later. Already at the newest change. Is it before? Earlier. Is it earlier? I guess just undoes all of those. And we have an issue here. In Helix for alt related key combinations seems not to be working in macOS. Okay, so in 2022. Try setting the config to macOS option as alt yes. Okay, so where's the finding the Alacrity config for me is the hardest part. That's in like source. It's not what I want. I want like whatever the config is. .config/alacrity. Oh no. Okay, so sorry. That's a normal dev also. Hello. That's not the finding the example config file for Alacrity in their documentation, which is slightly lacking, is what I meant. Because I have this here. So here's the config file for this. I want to find what are the options for this, and it's a little bit tough. So if I go to like Alacrity's website, they don't really have anything here for configuration. So if I go to documentation, here's features, configuration. Okay. I don't know where the configuration file is. Use Edge Alacrity and it's using Ron. Oh, does that mean we're gonna have to switch over? Oh, okay, Toml. No, that's what we're using, Toml. Can I try the same command in a different terminal? Yes, I can do that. So we can use iterm. It's code. So let's just open up one of these randomly. So, okay. If I wanted to do, just for example, the alt tilde. Yeah, alt tilde is working. Okay, so hold on. So if I make a change. Well, okay. So we did that change there, and then I add in. This, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to undo that one. So I want to undo now to this. Then we go make another change. Other. Can I now alt U and alt uppercase U is working. Okay. User share doc Alacrity. Wait. Is that where it installs on my system? But where do I find the document, like the official documentation? If I wanted to share this with other people, where would it be? Why don't they have like the documentation in just like a simple file to find up here on their website? That's something that I'm like confused about. Okay, configuration. Right, that's what it is. Then we have to go to GitHub releases page. And from the releases page, there's the example configuration. See, this is alacrity.yaml. That's what it is. Okay, there it is. Which doesn't even open in here. Okay, so I have to go then. Nope. Open that one, please. Okay, so here's the possible alacrity. Do they have a GitHub boogie? I didn't even check. This is it. Config? No. Okay. So they don't have much in their Alacrity GitHub wiki. So if every time I need to go like sort of rediscover where it is. Okay, so if I search through this, so let's find something with alt. Make option key. Wait, what? No. Make option key behave as alt. Mac OS only. There we go. I want to copy. Copy you. Paste you in, but remove. Wait. Review. Do that. Well, I guess you are a comment. Oh, I get it. These are all comments too. Okay, comment. Okay, so option as alt, none. And so I want option as alt. I want both. Both like that. Okay, so that should live updates. Now I hear him in Alacrity here, and if I do still not doing it. I wonder if I need to Normally you don't need to restart for Alacrity config. If I update this, that normally just works. Oh, Trey Zellage? Yeah, so that's not doing anything either. Although, so the other thing is, Alt left and right has always worked for me. So the arrows have always worked for me, but I don't think the arrows have any weird keyboard sort of things that happen when I press them, unlike this. And then same thing with plus and 0, I think, maybe. Oh, I bet I do. It is indented here. You're probably right. It's in window. So I do window : bring that up. Man, I screwed this one up. Okay, hold on. Okay, now it's working. So now I can make that capital case. We can do Alt N to open up a new pane. Okay, so that's working. YAML is cursed. This is why they changed it to TOML. It's YAML. YAML is a thing. I used to like YAML. I'm like, sometimes it works really well, and sometimes I just run into things like this. But okay, we got Alt working. So in Alacrity, we need this option as Alt with window. I think the big thing is I never really went through all the options, all the possible options, and seriously looked at them to see like, okay, do I want it or do I not want it? I probably would have noticed that. It was like, ooh, yeah, that's a big thing. Is there anything else in here that has like Mac OS? So, okay, how to do fonts for Mac. Okay, shell. Okay, so for toggle full screen, so toggle simple full screen, that's nice. Although I use rectangle for this, so that lets me handle that. Try changing the theme of Alacrity. Oh, I bet I can now enter in VI mode. I don't know if I've been able to do that before. Which I completely forget what the... Whoop, that sent it to the other window and small. That was weird. I don't remember what the keyboard command for VI mode. So I guess this is K. That doesn't seem right. Like, it would have to be like Alt K. Alt Shift K gives me remove. Well, this is Alacrity that I'm in. Sorry, this is Helix in Alacrity that I'm in. Yeah, that doesn't bring me anything. You have to copy paste the theme file, which is painful. Oh God, I don't want to do that. All right, well, maybe someday I'll actually go through all of this. There's a ton of things in here. I mean, I guess also something that maybe I should do is just every time there's an update, just copy this entire file into my Alacrity config and then just go through and reset what I want to do, which sucks, but make sure I actually get like what the differences are, what I've added to it. Is there a theme in here? Not really that I'm seeing. Sylvie, hi. You wanna hang out? No? I don't have a Zilby cam set up yet over here. Hard-cutted colors only. Okay, yeah, that's a bit much for right now. Also, hello, Andrea MLV. How are you doing today? All right, I have successfully not done any of the work I wanted to do, but we took a look at a lot of cool stuff. I normally would end the short streams around 7 o'clock. It's been like half an hour extra. But also, hello, Mulatom. I'm gonna have to end the stream now. I'll be back tomorrow morning around 6 a.m. Mountain Time. Yeah, hopefully nothing else happens like yesterday where I got sick. But normally, let's see, normally Thursday, Friday, we'll do 6 a.m. to around 8:30 a.m., 8:45. It'll be the longer sort of normal streams. And then Wednesdays are the shorter streams. That might be changing. I might be able to do normal stream times on Wednesdays starting next week. We'll see how things are going. I might not be going into the office anymore, so we'll figure that out. So let's go ahead up and set up a raid to Togglebit. Togglebit's actually streaming still, so that's awesome. Have to go into you. Raid Togglebit. Togglebit is currently working on his well, I guess his TUI, something about Rust. Got a nifty, I haven't really looked at his stream layout. It's really good looking now. It also looks like he's got himself a background image. So anyways, let's go ahead and set up this raid. As I mentioned, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Always safe to raid, Rest Guy. Of course it is, yes. All right, so with that, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you online next time, tomorrow morning, hopefully. All right, have a good one. Bye.